Yes! Hello everyone, Michael Kerr here, Humor at Work. I'm having an incredibly exciting day. I'm down here taking part in the Zappos Insight Gold Day, which is just phenomenal. The energy here, the learning here, it's absolutely fabulous. Zappos, of course, is one of those companies you've heard me talk about that does seemingly everything right. They have the most incredible culture in the world. And I've got with me as a special guest today, John Walski, who is the... What is your title, John?
It's officially the lead culture guide.
So, culture is everything in Zappos, is it not?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's absolutely everything. And how important is it, do you think, this is one of the things we talk about, obviously, is having fun in the workplace. How important is having fun, a sense of humor, a part of the Zappos culture?
It's a pretty big part. So the core values actually create fun and a little weirdness that we have. And everything from the hiring decisions to your everyday time at work should include some fun.
And if you walk around the Zappos office here, you'll see that, I'm not sure, John, that a little fun describes it quite accurately. It seems like it's a whole heck of a lot of fun. It almost seems like Disneyland out there with the way the offices are decorated. The sense of energy and celebration in the office is phenomenal. So how do you keep that alive in your workplace?
It's just driven by the people. It's not driven by a committee or by the need to have it. We allow people to be themselves. We encourage them to have fun, and that just kind of allows people to really express who they are, and that comes out as a whole lot of fun.
When you see the offices, when you see what on the surface appears to be almost mayhem in terms of the atmosphere, is that fair?
Yeah.
People must ask you, what happens when people cross that line? Do people cross that humor line? Or how do people get anything done around here? So how do you answer that?
So it's kind of two different questions. One of the core values is to be adventurous, creative, and open-minded. And so in that case, the line is somewhat blurred. So I'm not sure we've had a lot of cases where people really cross the line. The onus is on us if somebody does, though. Just bring it up with them. Have an adult discussion, imagine that, and then it's not going to be a big deal. But the second part, as far as performance goes, we've actually found that performance has increased in this environment.
What?
Because we're not restricted and restrained and tied into our desk and very good at making it look like we're working. We're allowed to step away from our desk space and take care of ourselves with some fun, and then we come back and really produce and really take care of the projects that we're working on.
So John, what about this notion? People come here and they see the success of Zappos. They see how happy, motivated people are, creative, how much fun you're having. But I venture to say you get some people who are saying, well, that could work here, but not in our business, because we're a very serious business. How would you respond to that?
Well, it's usually take the gentle path, especially with folks who have that concern, but it's really not that we're trying to get them to do what we're doing specifically, streamers and parades and things, but just to lighten up and let your people be themselves at work. I'm John when I leave my house. I'm John all day. I'm not John at home and John at work. And even in a very professional button-down industry, I think that you can lighten up. You can let people really live themselves, and as long as you've hired them in a fit to whatever you believe your company is committed to, they're going to be a great example of that every time that they have an interaction with somebody.
Last question. What are say, 3 of the most fun things you've ever experienced here at Zappos?
Wow, just 3.
I know, it's hard to, trust me, it's hard to limit it. It would be hard to limit it to 3 a day.
We do a bald and blue day, which is where people who aren't naturally gifted,
day. I love it.
They can shave their heads or have their hair painted blue or get temporary tattoos. And watching Tony Shea get his head shaved by an employee every year, is kind of neat because it shows the commitment that he has, but it's also just kind of random and weird. We've also had the opportunity to throw whipped cream pies at our CEO, CFO, and Fred.
Always fun.
And that goes to charity, so it's like, why not throw a pie in their face if it's going to go to a good cause, right?
Absolutely.
And then
I would throw one even if it didn't go to a good cause.
That's right. No, absolutely. Yeah. So would I. Yeah. It's okay. And then we just do things. We just do, like, bringing a petting zoo in, or having a family night at a roller rink, and we just kind of let go of the whole corporate this is a corporate party. Let's have a family party, and let's bring our families in, and let's just go and have fun for a few hours.
Shall we show them the happy dance? I haven't taught you the happy dance.
No, you haven't.
I bet you John could do
Let's
the happy
let's
dance.
give you an example first here.
There you
Get
go.
the
Okay,
leg up over here.
There you go. Get your hands up so they can. There you go. There. Look at that. He's a natural.
All right.
He's a this.
I got this.
This defines visually what Zappos is all about. If you can work at Zappos and not want to do that day in and day out, there's something wrong with you. Thank you so much, John.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Check them out, zappos.com. Check out their Insights program. Highly recommended. It's a phenomenal experience, and they've got all sorts of resources, which I will have a link to right here.